and I am here today to bring you a review of a product called Holy Basil, well, a supplement. So if you're new to my channel, you know the drill. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're interested in more content like this. Just so you know, I also do reviews, some vlogs. Basically, I'm a lifestyle channel, so if you're interested, please go ahead and join the fam. You won't regret it. Anyway, and I'm a little goofy sometimes. Depends on what day you catch me on. But I digress. Back to the Holy Basil. So what is Holy Basil? It is an adaptogen. Well, what is an adaptogen? An adaptogen is a plant product or a non-toxic plant that helps the body combat the effects of stress. Stress being internalized stress, environmental stress, stress from getting sick, all kinds of stress. So it is also known as Osmium tenuiflorum, aka the Tulsi plant. I'll put the information here for you. Why did I start taking Holy Basil? Well, again, it's an adaptogen. So I realized that I try to do different things to combat stress. I try my best to get enough sleep. Don't we all? I try to avoid stressful situations. Don't we all? But I mean, let's get real. I work a 9 to 5. I have 2 kids. I have a limited amount of time. I live in the Atlanta area. I commute every day. Some stuff there's just no avoiding. You know, you try to meditate, deep breathe. Exercise when you can, which I have been slacking on lately. I have. But once you do all of those things, you still are subject to stress. So adaptogens kind of just help you deal with that a little bit better. I did notice a long time ago, like earlier in life, that I have a strong response to stress. I suffer from inflammation of different types, and whenever I'm under a lot of stress, it manifests itself as physical symptoms in my body. My actual inflammatories in my blood do elevate extremely when I get extremely stressed. That is my body's way of responding to it. The fight or flight system gets overworked. So if you've ever also heard of it, you can get something called adrenal fatigue from being in this constant state of, I know my battery ain't running low already. Constant state of stress. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope it don't die. And so I wanted to take something to combat that because I got tired of getting sick, or coming down with a cold, or starting to have joint pains every time I got stressed out. And this, like I said, it was just sometimes some things you can't avoid. When I started taking the pill, I take it in a supplement form. I take the Nature's Way brand. I just ordered some online. You could also take this in a liquid form, extract form. I don't know if you can see this. And also there is a tea, but this is the only way that I've tried it. I take it once at nighttime, and I don't always remember to take it, but I especially remember to take it around my lady time, because that's when I really get stressed and I turn into a demon fiend. Okay, my anxiety is at peak level around that time. What did I notice is that when I am experiencing my time and I'm PMSing or just anxious in general, it affects my sleep greatly. I will be physically exhausted. Physically exhausted, but unable to settle my brain and get to sleep, therefore resulting in me tossing and turning or avoiding sleep altogether until some crazy ridiculous time of night, knowing good and well that I have to get up early in the morning. So I wanted something to help combat that. It's just not healthy. I noticed immediately, guys, that the very first night I took this, I had some of the most peaceful sleep I've had in a while. I do notice that it does put me in a very zen state, and this is no exaggeration. This isn't a sponsored video. This is just me telling you something that I use that I do love greatly. I also find in times of great stress due to other reasons, family issues, whatever, if I take this, I mean, of course it doesn't get rid of your stress, but my body doesn't feel so tense. I don't feel the joint pains that I usually feel. I don't have the flare-ups with the psoriasis that I usually have. Again, a lot of you may already know I also take black seed oil that helps with that greatly. But I do have a recurring patch on my arm, which is the last little patch that will not completely go away. So this helps with the itchiness of that as well. That is worse around that time of the month and when I get under high levels of stress. So that's how it worked for me. Like I said, I got great sleep. I don't feel so tense in dealing with my stress. I'm able to deal with it with a level head, and it kind of calms that anxiety. I also read that it does also help with depression. I will say that when I take this, I do get a very deep, heavy sleep. Now, it says it doesn't make you sleepy, it just makes you calm. But for the most part, if it's late at night, I won't take it, because I feel like I don't feel drugged, but I do feel like I drag a bit to wake up in the morning when I take this, because I do get such a deep sleep. And if I know I'm not going to get but 4 hours, I don't do this. So what are the additional benefits of this? It has antiviral properties. I've read a lot about people taking this to help combat colds, even the flu, to break up mucus and phlegm and reduce the production. Now, I haven't tried it for that yet. I would assume the tea might be better, but I'm not really sure. It also protects against environmental and chemical pollutants. Something that I can't really test, I can't tell you, but it's worth a try, it's worth looking at. I do know people whose allergies worsened greatly when they moved into the metro area of the city. I'm sure that happens in most major cities because of pollution and other environmental toxins. This will be worth a try if it helps combat that. Or let me stop saying combat. If it helps protect you against that. Good for fever. I didn't try for that either, but apparently this helps break a stubborn fever. But please listen to this. There is a drawback to that. Wait for my side effects section, which is coming right after this, so that you can hear why you might need to be cautious about that if you're taking this for a fever. It's an anti-tussive. I've already said that, which means it basically treats cough. It's anti-inflammatory, and it normalizes cortisol levels in the body by stabilizing your hormones. Cortisol does have a great effect on appetite, weight gain, weight loss, especially abdominal fat. So that's also something worth looking into if you have an issue with any of those things. Now, some of the side effects. Number one, which is interesting, I haven't done a lot of research about it. It may be an intentional, like a good side effect for some, but for others, it will not be. It does reduce fertility. And I even saw some information that says sometimes it is intentionally used to do so. How? I don't know. So I am not a doctor. This is just telling you the information that I researched, and I'm not advising that you use it for any of the above mentioned things. But if you do want some feedback on it before you make the decision to use it, then great, here it is. Also helps lower blood sugar, but that could be a positive and a negative. If you're already on blood pressure medication, if you just want to use it, period, and you feel healthy and you're not on anything, either way, I would say consult with your physician first, whether it be a traditional physician or a homeopathic doctor, whoever you get medical advice from. Talk to them first before you just throw this into your regimen, because even though something is natural, it can still affect other medications you take, heighten them, reduce the efficacy of them, and also cause some pretty harmful effects to you. It's also a natural blood thinner, so it can increase bleeding. If you're going to have surgery, this is definitely something you want to tell your surgeon about. If you have issues with thin blood already or heavy bleeding already, you're going to want to consider that before you take this. And it can also cause liver damage, and this is where I said with the fever. Because a lot of times when people have fevers, they do take Tylenol to break the fever. Tylenol is hard on the liver, especially in too high of a dose, but some people are more susceptible to that than others. If you're taking Tylenol, I would not take this at all while you're taking Tylenol. Again, I'm not a doctor, but to play it safe, especially if you don't talk to your doctor first, these two things should not be combined because of how hard they are on the liver. Other than that, that's all the information I have for you. There is a plethora of additional information on the web. Again, please talk to your doctor, your homeopathic doctor, your guru, your chi, whoever you talk to. Talk to them, please, before you take this, because natural does not always mean 100% safe. And I'm not here to tell anyone to take this. I'm here to tell you about my experiences with it. So if you have any questions or concerns, any experiences with you taking this or any other supplements that you recommend, please put them in the comments below. And until next time, you guys have a good one.